Cup final day, where form goes out the window, where the underdog can always beat the giant. Today we have Ajax facing Heerenveen. Can Heerenveen stop free scoring Milik, who's bagged over 25 goals this season? It's now time to find out. Ajax versus Heerenveen.
What's up guys, it's Dave and welcome to my channel. Make sure you drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Now, watch this. Ugh. What's going on everybody? This is Dave here and welcome back. Part 9 of the Ajax army now, and we are here at the final couple of games of the first season of the series. And today we've got a big game. We've got the cup final. It's the KNV Becker. The holders are Groningen rather, who we beat in the semi-finals. And today we're going to be playing Heerenveen, who we've actually also played in the league. Without further ado though, we are going to jump straight into the fixtures. What's been happening since our massive victory in the last episode. If you haven't seen that already, go and check that out. And let's see what's been going on. So, we went to beat PEC Zwolle 2-0, a very, very dominant performance, having 57% of the possession with 20 shots on goal to their 4. Fischer and Milik scoring. Young Christopher Ajer, who's been introduced to the squad slowly and is becoming a very, very key part of it. He grabbed man of the match, as I say, and a very strong performance. We then faced Cambuur away from home. Unfortunately, we didn't get a victory, but we did not lose the game. We actually went behind. Mikel Rocheval grabbing the opener, 50th minute for Cambuur, and then Christopher Ajer, the youngster, starring again, grabbing the equaliser in the 74th minute. We looked very, very strong in this game, but unfortunately couldn't put away our chances. Arrested the likes of Milik and so on. Let Haller have a go up front. Kind of didn't pay off, but luckily we didn't lose the game. We then came up against FC Utrecht, who we lost to earlier in the season. Unfortunately, this time we won. Andrej Zivkovic continuing his fantastic season by grabbing the opener, and then Milik again scoring in stoppage time of the first half. Angel Correa, who we've actually extended the loan of for another year. He got man of the match with a 9.0 rating, and we got a very, very strong possession and shot ratio to FC Utrecht. So we continue our very strong form. And coming on to the final game of the roundup against the team we are now facing today in the cup final, SC Heerenveen. We beat them 4-2. We actually went behind. Sam Larsson grabbing the opener for the home side, and then Lasher Schöne went down the other end and scored straight away just a minute after Larsson opened the scoring. Ajer scored again to make it 2-1, and then Butsoa actually got his second booking and was sent off. So we had 10 men with just a 1-goal lead. Luckily for us, let me get my words out, Tom van Vert headed towards goal and came off Kevin Lucassen and went in to make it 3-1. Then Sam Larsson grabbed on back to make it 3-2, but Emmanuel Mamana settled the game to finish it 4-2. Another decent performance from the boys, and Sam Larsson for their team actually ended up getting man of the match. But that leaves us now in a very, very strong position, as you will see. Well, it leaves us in more than a strong position, because we have now won the league. We are officially champions of Holland. There you go. PSV have slipped up a few more times, getting a couple of draws. Look, their form hasn't been brilliant recently. FC Twente are also relegated. Jaap Stam's been sacked from them. I wanted to see if he'd come back as a coach, but unfortunately he doesn't want to. But there you go. There is confirmation that we have won the league, which is brilliant. For some reason, what is going on here with these stats? If I could quickly show you as well. I don't know what's going on here. Milik leading as goal scorers now with 21. I don't think he'll be beaten. Tom van Vert, who's yet to score for us, still with 17 goals. It showed how good his first part of the season was for his old club as well. So today now we're going to be playing the cup final against Heerenveen. I'm going to play this game against FC Twente off camera, and then on camera we're going to play the Graaf Shop and go through a quick roundup of the season. But without further ado, let's get into the cup final. So these are the teams that have come in now. For Heerenveen, Mulder in goal. Biker, Van Aken, St. Just and Van Aanholt at the back. Cherney on loan from ourselves at left midfield with Forsby, Van der Bremen and Slagveer on the right wing, Sam Larsson and Zahovic up top there. Our team consists of Silicin in goal. Dykes starts at left back, Mamana and Batsoa starts at centre back. Redeval suspended, so he doesn't feature in the squad. Kieran Trippier at right back, Gudelj and Christopher Ayer in the middle. Martinez on the left, Zivkovic on the right, Correa up front along, well, Correa at attacking midfield just behind Arkadiusz Milik. Let's jump into the game and let's see if we can lift this trophy. Mulder plays it short to St. Just. Van Aanholt here. Ball towards Slagveer. Sam Larsson again into Zahovic. Herenveen going forward quite dangerously. Zahovic here and he got the shot away. And he did well to wriggle away there, but his shot is well wide. So after a pretty boring first half, literally one highlight throughout the whole of the first half, that we are going to make a couple of changes. Well, one at least. And what we're going to do is bring off Josef Martinez because he has taken a little knock. He hasn't played brilliantly so far. So I'm going to change it up. I'm going to put Correa at left wing, but as an advanced playmaker rather than an inside forward. Actually, no, I'll keep him as an inside forwards. And then we're going to bring on Lasse Schöne through the middle. So I know he's a very decent player there. And instead of attack, we're dropping to support. Just so he's supporting the central midfielders a little bit more. Now, over the first half stats. They have had a little bit more of the ball than us. But we are having a few more shots. And 4 of our 5 shots have been on target. So that's promising. So hopefully we can go out in this second half and get this trophy. 2 centre-backs have got a booking though, so that is something that we will have to watch. Here's Zivkovic with the ball in. Is there a penalty? No. No one really seemed to challenge the ball, so I thought maybe someone had been pushed over or something. There's Ayer into Dykes. On the left-hand side into Gudelj. Back to Ayer again. Into Dykes. What can he do? Correa. And he got a shot away, but it's straight at Mulder though. Here's Schöne. He's not the greatest ball from him. Mamana. Dykes. Correa. Oh, good ball. Zivkovic now. It was too tight an angle though. But he got a decent effort on goal. Here's another chance though. Venderberg. Hey. Will Herenveen take the lead here? Van der Boomen. Oh, it's Cherney! And the man that is under contract at Ajax almost gave Herenveen the lead in this cup final. Headed away from Schöne. Zahovic. Hey. Forsby. Great chance here again. Cherney picks it back up. Forsby again. And we've got away with that again. And we're getting very lucky here. It was a great chance there for Herenveen to take the lead. Here's Hay. Ball in there. Cherney and another great save from Silicin. Man, that left winger is causing us a couple of issues. We really need to watch him. He's doing okay there. Van der Burmen again with this corner this time. Taking a while to take it though. Down by Silicin's quite jam-packed with a couple of players. Serrero couldn't quite find Milik there. And 10 minutes to go here, and hopefully we can try and get a winner before extra time. Trippier. Serrero loses the ball. Cherney, is he going to clear it up? He does towards Lucasen, who knocked it on, but no one's behind him. Dykes picks it back up. Gudelj. Serrero. Correa. Dykes, good from him. What is he doing? Dykes with a decent run, but for some reason he went for goal. He's been the best player on the pitch for us, and it is going to be, unless we grab something here, Gudelj. Serrero, the substitute, has scored in stoppage time to give us the victory in the cup final. Who would have thought it? Zivkovic, and it came all the way through. And Serrero puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Herenveen 0, Ajax 1. And is that the final whistle? Vanderberg. Oh, Serrero. Oh, now Lucasen's through here for Herenveen, and Silicin dropped it. Wow. What a chance that was for Herenveen. The fans would have been on the edge of their seats, but there we go. Full time. And we've got this cup victory. Brilliant. Late goal there from Serrero, who came off the bench in the 70th minute. He had 20 minutes to prove a point, and that's exactly what he did. It's a brilliant victory for us. And there we go. We are now cup winners and league winners. We've done the double, which is absolutely perfect. Right, we've got the final game of the season now against the Graafschap. But before we go into that, as you can see here, final game, a penultimate game rather, of the season against FC20, who were already relegated, I think. I may be making that up, I'm pretty sure they were relegated. And we drew 0-0, nothing much happened. Started a couple of new players in this one. Did I? No, I didn't. I started a full-strength team, but it just wasn't brilliant. And unfortunately, we lost it. Oh, no, let me get my words out. We drew 0-0. Now, we played very well, 16 shots therefore, but unfortunately we couldn't make a breakthrough. But today, we're going to go into our final game of the season against the Graaf Sharp, see what we can do against this team who are currently in 17th place. Now, these are the teams. They're playing a narrow 4-1-2-1-2 with Herdruis in goal, Tesselaar, Van de Pavert, Propa and Vil at the back with Duits, Smeets, Diemers, Banning, Vermelge and Vida up top. Now our team, we've got a couple of new boys which I'm going to show you as well. Jasper Sillerson in goal, right back Trippier, centre backs are Mamana and Batsoa. Now V-Bolt at left back. If you didn't watch the last episode, you won't know about this guy. It's a guy I got in the youth intake who is a very, very promising left back. His physicals are absolutely to die for. Brilliant tackler, brilliant work, like teamwork and work rate as well. And he's actually the strongest left back that's available. So I thought, why don't we give him a shot? So he's playing today, his debut for Ajax. With Serrero and Gadelj in the middle, Fisher on the left, Zivkovic on the right, Milik up front, and then another youngster, Antonucci, at attacking midfield. Another youngster who's been very good in the youth team this season. And 16-year-old from Italy, got huge potential again. He was actually signed from Anderlecht in real life and last season, and there we go, he's got 18 appearances, doing okay for the youth team, but now I feel it is the time for him to have the step up. Also on the bench, David, our young regen goalkeeper, Tete, Ramos, Delict, who is going to be a key part, I feel, of next season for his career, and Hola as well. Here's Zivkovic, ball in towards Antonucci, the youngster, but the goalkeeper holds on. Joyce. That's so covering it right back with a shocking touch, and Banning Vermelge, and Sillerson makes a decent stop there. Out here to Vibolt, Serrero, Fisher, Vibolt on the overlap, Zivkovic, he's got support on the right, tried that switch of play, Serrero now into Fisher, plays it in, and Milik, great goalkeeping there from their goalkeeper. Milik again, back out to Vibolt, decent ball in, Fisher, Vibolt, Antonucci, Fisher, Trippier here, makes some room for himself and lost it here. Now Vida, can the Graaf Sharp break? Oh, now they've got the right side of us here, and Banning and the Graaf Sharp have taken the lead. And now they're here to ruin the Ajax promotion, not even the promotion, the championship party. Vermeij put the ball in, and Banning slots it home beautifully past Jasper Sillerson. 1-0. Goal kick here from their goalkeeper, or free kick rather. They're playing it across the back here, proper. Tisselaar, Duits, Smeets, lost out. Here's Trippier, Correa the substitute, back to Trippier. Can he whip one in towards Milik? And he can. Milik's 28 for the season. Another 2 would be brilliant to take him to 30. That would mean he'd have to get a hat-trick in this game, which I wouldn't put past him. Trippier with a beautiful ball in. Milik went to the ball and beat the goalkeeper at his near post to make it 1-1. Here's Serrero with a corner towards Gadelj, cleared away. Trippier gets there first. Serrero again. Who's up there? Smeets. Only as far as Serrero. Trippier again towards the byline. Milik has scored again. 2-1. He's given us a lead, and one more for 30 would be absolutely brilliant. The ball found Serrero. Trippier picked it back up here, and he put it in, and Arkadiusz Milik slots it into the back of the net. Absolutely perfect. Here's Trippier. Zivkovic again tried to shoot himself. He almost snuck it into the back of the net there. Serrero again. Ball in, but so Mamana couldn't quite get there, and it's cleared away from the home side. Zivkovic again. Ball in. Serrero. Milik picks it back up on the edge of the box. Into Fisher. Ball back in. Cleared away. Here's Quakel. Home side breaking quite quickly. Tisselaar here. Oh, Batsoa on a booking. Very dangerous. Going in for a tackle there. Milik Can't quite win the header. Banning, the goal scorer for them. They're working well here, trying to work the ball forward. Will, again, on the right-hand side. Doots, Demers, or ball in is good one, and they put it wide there. There's a good chance for them to level the game back up. Final seconds. Oh, had a good chance there. It was just offside, and I think that is going to be that, and it's drawn a close to a fantastic first season in the Eredivisie. We've got a 2-1 victory after coming from behind. Milik grabbing his 28th and 29th goal of the season in this one. And Kieran Trippier actually getting man of the match with 2 assists there. As you can see, we won the league by 8 points. Very, very solid season. PSV in the end drawing slightly too many games and losing 2 games quite late on in the season after AZ Alkmaar beat them straight after we got a 3-0 victory against them earlier on in the season. So now that the season is over, I'm going to do a quick review of what's gone on. I know quite a lot of people do this in a separate episode, but I prefer just to crack on with the games and get into the next season. So that is what we're going to do now. So as you can see here, player stats for us: Milik grabbing top goal scorer, Zivkovic with the highest average rating and the most assists and the most man of the matches, Serrero with the best pass completion, and unfortunately most yellow cards, but so and Riedewald, but so with the most red cards. He got 2 all season. The finances are looking good, always rising as well. Taken a tiny dip recently, but it's going well, which is good as well. And we're in the positive, so hopefully we get a little bit of money to play with next season, which we may find out shortly anyway. I'm not 100% sure. So first things first, what we're going to do is find out the confidence of what's been going on, what our fans are happy with, what they're not happy with. So we're going to start off with the confidence. And the competition wise, they're pleased because we've done quite well. Major highlight, they're happy with Josef Martinez, the signing. Major criticism, they don't like the sale of Van Rijn, which is understandable because he was absolutely brilliant for us. Matches, they're happy, which we can have a bigger look at later on. Club stature, they're very happy because I've increased the stature of the club because of the team's success in the league. Transfer wise, they're pretty happy with. Club philosophies, don't have any to be judged on. Finances, they're pleased with, and squad harmony, they're happy with too. So everything is quite good. Right, club issues, club stature, happy with. Job value is low due to because it won't cost me much, but other than that, no issues there. Competition performance, they're pretty happy with. Eredivisie, you know, they expected me to win it, so they're pleased. The Becker, they expected me to reach the final, but except I won it, so we exceeded their expectations there. Champions League, they wanted me to get to the group stage. Unfortunately, obviously, we got to the playoffs right at the start of the series and lost to Sporting Lisbon, unfortunately. Europa League wanted us to get to the group stage, but we got to the first knockout round, so that wasn't too bad at all as well. Now, match performances. Our most matches, these are recently. 3-0 victory against PSV Eindhoven, right at the top of the scale, which is brilliant. Obviously, it was a rivalry and a top of the table clash. And also against 4-2 versus Heerenveen, and the cup win. They're up there as well, so that's good as well. Last couple of games as well, Trippier, they've been very happy with there, as you can see. Transfer activity, this is the most interesting one. Who they've been happy with, who they haven't been. Now, Van Beert, they're disappointed because he has played so few games. I think I'm going to try and cash in whilst I can on him because his value is going to decrease. Wow, it's gone up by about £1 million since I last checked, which is incredible. So if we can kind of get what we paid for him, which was 1.5, I'll be very happy with that. Jesse Lingard, they're going to be disappointed that he hasn't played many games. Again, he was only there for a rotation and a bit of a backup if we ever need a left winger. Martinez came in a lot more as a left winger, and he's a player I may look at keeping for next season. I don't think we'll sign him unless I can get him for like 3 million. He's very good physically. Frederick Fisker, I'm not going to go into much detail on him. I'm pretty disappointed with that signing anyway, but he didn't really play much. Rosicky is here for another year, so they're again disappointed, but that was more of a backup. Robert Muric left. They're disappointed with that, even though he wasn't going to be a big player. Ramos, I'm actually surprised at. They think he's going to be a good player. Again, I may cash in on him if I can get kind of my money back to a degree. Yeah, so Bismarck Abdel Boateng again is a player I just signed as a youth prospect. Van Lapara was a backup. He hasn't really played. But Soa back in on loan. I haven't really said anything. Trippier, they're very, very happy with. It's truly inspired bargain sign, which is good. Klaassen, they're not particularly happy with, but they're pleased that we may financially benefit. Again, with Van Rijn, as we've spoke about, just a very, very angry Mamana. And the Hauler, they're kind of happy with Haller, or Hauler, I'm not too sure. Decent performances. Mamana, they're pretty happy. I think he'll be a good player for us. Joel Veltman, never played for us. He sold before the start of the season. Angel Correa, we've extended the loan of, which is good for another season. Yeah, they're pretty happy with as well. We got him for £1 million. Nick Vergeva, they're pretty happy. Well, they're satisfied with that. Zivkovic, they're very, very happy with, of course. Now we've got to talk about Zivkovic shortly. Anyway, and two more players, Florinus and Borson, they're pretty satisfied with too. And we're going to quickly flick through the mail, see if we've got to do anything. Obviously, V-Bolt. Oh wow, the Graafschap actually avoided relegation even though they lost to us, which is good for them, because they're putting a decent fight against us. V-Bolt came in, did a very good debut, 7.8 on his debut, which is good. And so what can we look at now? The squad. So I'm going to go through each player to a degree and kind of talk about how they'll fit into my plans for next season and what I think I'm going to do now. But it's definitely just a backup option. I think he's still got another year on his contract. Yeah, may release or sell him because he is on quite a big wage. I'll bring David in to be the sub, or David rather, and still make him available for, you know, youth team games as well. Silerson was absolutely brilliant for us this season. I think he's the Dutch #1 now, and his stats are still growing, which is good for a goalkeeper. 27 years of age, so he's still got I don't know, like 6 good seasons left in, which is good. Very good goalkeeper. Played 50 games this season for us. Who else we got? Nicky David or David. I think he again, as I say, very good potential on him. Could be our youth sub goalkeeper, because I don't think, you know, we need to rely much on our young goalkeepers. Now Heitinger, I think I'm going to release him at the end of the season. Hasn't played much, still got good ability in him, but not brilliant. Actually, let me get rid of the under-19 squad, because that'll just make it a lot longer. Kenny Tete, I think he's going to come in and play a lot more football at right back. I have seen the potential in him. 20 years of age, so he can be the replacement for Trippier, so those two can rotate. Riedewald, who's wanted by Chelsea, I've convinced him to stop another year, but I think he will leave after next season. Emmanuel Mamana, I'm pretty impressed with as well. I think he's a very good player. At 20 years of age, he's only going to get better. Van der Horn coming in, may sell him, not too sure as of yet, but Soa will be leaving the club unless I decide to bring him in for another year on loan. Mitchell Dykes recently has come into the squad, being very, very strong at left back since Riedewald's gone into centre back. Trippier has been an absolutely brilliant signing since coming in January. Fantastic player at right back, similar to Van Rijn really. Savastano out on loan, he might get a bit of game time at left back as well. Serrero, since starting towards the start of the season, he's been a very, very solid player for us. I'm pretty happy with him. Someone in the comments actually suggested started playing him, and he's been very, very good for us indeed. Christopher Ayer is definitely going to be starting more football next season. He's been solid in the last few games, getting on the score sheet, causing some problems. Goodell's has just been solid throughout as well. Shane Nunley is going to get some first team football despite him being out on loan, 17-year-old. A lot of good reports about him. Andrej Zivkovic, who's our first team right winger. Now, I do have to address something. Now, Football Manager was very kind to me on this one. Obviously, when I signed him at the start of the season, I must have put a clause on that a team outside of Europe, a team in Europe outside of Holland, or foreign clubs can buy him for 6.5 million. Now, his value shot above that, so clubs would have kind of be alerted. So I had to offer him a new contract to take that off. And his agent said, oh, he's not sure about if he wants to sign one. I've actually offered him one. I don't think he's... Oh, he still hasn't accepted it. That's a bit worrying. And if the Football Manager didn't tell me that, I wouldn't have had a clue. So good thing they did. El Ghazi, I'm not too sure what's going to go on with him, to be fair. Obviously, we've got some good players again. Same with Yunus as well. Fisher has been good when he's played, still young as well, so he's got a lot of potential. Abdelak Nouri may come in and get more game time next season. Lasse Schöne, again, not too sure on him. Didn't get much game time towards the end of the season. Came off the bench quite a bit as well. He actually didn't play many games at all, so maybe we could cash in on him, even though he's a very, very good player. Who else we got? Van La Parra, we can just ignore. He didn't really play for us since coming on loan from Wolves. Rosiski, we could just keep here as a player who's been decent for us, and we can use him for tutor reasoning. Dali Sint-Graven, who's been very, very good at Everton. Very good, in fact, so I can't wait for him to come back. Haven't had much contact with Everton about him anyway. Vaclav Cherny can come in and do something for us next season. Lingard, again, rotation, didn't play much. Martinez will have a look at keeping, especially with Correa as well. Right, so we're on to the strikers. Ramos has been okay when he's played. Probably not scored as many goals as I would have hoped from him, but still scored 4 goals, 3 in the league, which isn't too bad at all. And he's always a good backup to have. Tom Van Veert, I'll try and cash in on. Hasn't scored at all, but still I think he came like second in the top league goal scorers. That's how good he was at the start of the season for Excelsior, 17 and 19 games. Sebastian Haller, he's been good. His value's gone up slightly, and 10 goals this season. He's had quite a few injury problems, but overall he's still a very, very good striker at 21 years old as well. And Milik, who's been absolutely beautiful for us. He's been brilliant. Hopefully we can keep hold onto him as well. He had a fantastic season, 23 in 26 in the league, which is absolutely brilliant. So guys, don't think I've got much else to go through. Of course, you already know one signing, which is Saul from Atletico Madrid. But we're going to have many, many more. I hope to use, my plan for next season is I hope I can use more youth players. This season was my first season. I wanted to win the league to cement our place there. Next season, we'll work with our youth a bit more, get them more involved, and use the facilities we've already got. So guys, if you have enjoyed this first season and this episode, please do drop me a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Till next time guys, look after yourselves, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all very, very soon.